Hey guys, so wanted to make another video today, and I want to name these videos Real Talk Tuesday, just talking about things on my mind. I need my shot of coffee. I can't do it in the morning like super early like that. So the first thing that I want to talk about two different things. The very first one is just changing perspective on life and things. From the time we grew up or growing up, you are raised or thought to think that obstacles and trials are bad. Let me give you an example. You're learning to walk, right? You're learning to walk. Your parents will be moving these little obstacles out of your way because, if you should fall, if you stumble on an obstacle, you might, find it harder learning how to walk. And then you get older in your parents' house, they try to move these obstacles out of your way to give you a better chance at life. So when you grow up, you learn two things. Obstacles are bad, and those in authorities are supposed to move these trials and obstacles out of your life. But obstacles are not a bad thing in God's eyes. Obstacles are meant to build character. They are meant to build perseverance, elevate you. Read James chapter 1 verses 2 to 8. I kind of lost track of it this morning. I know it's First James chapter 1 verses 2. Sorry y'all, the coffee hasn't kicked in yet. But these obstacles, in God's eyes, the only way you can move forward, the only way you can be promoted, the only way you can be elevated is through obstacles. When I spoke last, I started talking about the life of David, and I talked about how problems are meant to promote you. I'm going to start from the battlefield when he meets Goliath. This is an obstacle that he has to deal with. This is a trial that he has to deal with. But someone going in that have not spent time in a secret place with God, that has not taken the time to develop your skill, in his case learning the sling, learning confidence, just knowing that your God can take care of your challenges and your obstacles for you. If you don't spend time in private when God is developing you, God is a God of excellence, and he don't like sloppy. If he puts you in the right opportunity, the right position, you have to be ready, you have to be skillful, you have to have the confidence. Can you imagine if you don't take the time to develop your skill and you're faced with your giant, when you're faced with a trial? In your eyes, this is meant to take you out. In God's eyes, it's meant to take you to the next level. So it's all about perspective, guys. It's all about perspective. So David goes into that situation, and he doesn't see it like, oh my God, what did I walk into? You also have to be able to ask the right questions when you are dealing with obstacles, because if you're mature, you're not a child anymore. Even in our physical realm, you learn to crawl, you learn to walk, and then you turn into an adult. It's the same when you're a Christian. You have to go through that baby steps, and you have to get bigger. So you have to ask the right questions. You're not like, how can I go through this, God? What is life throwing at me? Will I ever be able to get through this divorce? Why can't you ask the right question? What's next, God? When I'm done with this challenge, when I'm promoted to the next level, what's next? What do you have for me? Who can I bless? Those are the right questions. And it motivates God too. Imagine if you're a parent and your child, you put a chore in front of them or something, you're like, okay, when I'm done with this chore or challenge, Dad, what's next? It changes your perspective. So it's the same, guys. We have to ask the right questions, and we have to be asking, okay, God, after this, what's next? What do you have in store for me after I'm able to go through this trial and I'm on the other side and I'm promoted? What's next? Am I looking at a house now? When I'm done with this struggle through school, when I do get that degree, what next, God? What position would you want me to go to? That's the right question. That's the right mindset. So I wanted to share this, that when you are a mature Christian, you understand that trial is the only way forward. It's a way to build character. It's a way to promote you. It's a way to elevate you. And you have to ask the right questions. You also have to be ready, because there's a time of obscurity, and a lot of the time when you are not ready and you don't take the time to prepare in private, when these trials come and you're facing your giant, you're going to run, and you're going to run to a place of fear, and you're going to run to a place of lack of perspective. You're going to run to a place of obscurity where you can't see clearly, and you make decisions out of fear, and you can't do that. You have to spend time in private developing these skills, so you learn confidence. You learn confidence, guys, sorry. You learn to trust God. You learn to develop your skills so that when the right opportunity meets, when you meet that interruption, you don't see it as an interruption. You see it as an introduction. That's a good one, guys. So it's all about perspective. It's all about perspective. And then also, my next topic is shift, and it's hard for me because I'm gonna end it here. In the next video that I focus on, I'm gonna talk about something else that's kind of been weighing on me a little bit, that I feel like needs to be addressed. It's not like a bad thing. It's just about developing the right characters as people. But I'll talk about it in another video. But I hope this video helps someone. I'm gonna try to label this video, maybe Real Talk Tuesday.